How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, we
British
ran
Racing
into.
Drivers Club, BRDC, at Silverstone in
Yeah,
England.
she was.
I was there, and Carroll was there with... no, I was with Salvadori. But Carroll won Le Mans with Salvadori. And he said to me, do you want to meet the chap I won Le Mans with, Aston Martin? Not really. And he says, American. I said, no. So then he said, he's really bad with women. I said, he suddenly became very interesting. I said, bring him over, I'll meet him. That was a long time ago, but we kind of hit it off straight away.
So it was love at first sight.
No.
Well, it was difficult because I was with, I had a boyfriend that was there, and I was still...
No, it wasn't love at first sight. You know, she's an interesting person. She's a nutcase. And
We're both nutcases, so, you know, we attract.
Two nutcases that kind of got together, and sometimes it's chaotic, and it's wonderful at the end.
But it's good to go flying together in Texas. We've got a 172 in Texas, so you can fly low and slow. We see all our cattle, and we just go over our land. And the two of us go out on a Sunday drive, a Sunday fly, just together, just for a couple of hours. And Carroll, he can fly, you know.
What is it about flying that you like? Is it the freedom or what?
You know something? I remember the Sultan of Brunei.
You break from the mundane.
He said, just to get away from everybody, get up there on my own and no one can come near me. And it's that feeling up there that I don't know, it's just this, you're released.
Away from the mundane, that's the way I look at it.
As long as you don't hit something.
Everybody looks at it different, but everybody that flies loves it.
Yes, they do.
It sounds like, Carroll, you've had a wonderful life too.
Oh.
I've had an exceptionally wonderful life. The fact that I'm even here with the history of the genetic problems that I have. My grandmother and grandfather, both from long life families, and they got together in 1890, and all the kids got sick, had high blood pressure, and died in their 40s and 50s. And here I am, 86 years old, and as Big Finger Jack Matloff, the guy that did my first bypass surgery, says, a couple, 4 or 5 years ago, he says, Jesus Christ, they told you weren't going to live 5 years in 1960, and every 5 years is a new pill or a new operation, and here you're still here. He says, I don't know what we're going to do to get rid of you. In fact, we're going out Saturday night and have dinner with the guy that put my heart in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out in Malibu. He lives out there, he's still sticking hearts in people.
What's his name?
Alfredo Trento. He's probably done more than anybody in the world, more hearts. He's done them at Cedars now for about nearly 25 years.
They said that John Myers, when he sold some of his property down in Long Beach to
Toyota, yeah.
He got a deal where he got an office for life.
Yeah.
He got the best part of the deal.
Yeah. He got an office for life. I knew the Toyota people very well, and I remember when they made the deal, he says, we bought this property down there. And I said, yeah, you got it from John Myers. How did you know that? John was a friend of mine when he sold to Toyota. He had a lot of property around Long Beach area, but he had property everywhere. You know, all over the country. He mentioned something one time. Oh, yeah, I own some property there.
Do you have a favorite plane that you've flown in your life? No?
Yeah.
When you were
so many of them.
When you were in the service, which plane did you fly in the service when you were down there?
Well, that was my primary trainer, and then I flew in a training command. I never flew P-51s or anything like that. I flew the bombers.
After the war, did you stay in the reserves or anything like that?
Well, that's an interesting story. In 1950, at Hensley Field in Dallas, they brought the jets in to the National Guard. And I said to my wife at the time, I think I'll join the National Guard and go out and fly the jets. So I took my discharge papers and sent them to Washington, the application. I filled that out. And after it had been in about 2 weeks, the Korean War broke out. And in about 30 days, an envelope came from Washington, and my wife and I opened a bottle of wine, built a fire in the fireplace, and threw the envelope in the fireplace. And I never knew whether I got in the reserves or not.
That's a good story. You should do a biography of yourself one of these days on Capture Your Story. You probably got tons of stories like that.
There's a lot of them.
Well, thanks very much for taking time. It was great.
You're welcome. It was a real pleasure to work with you, and I'm so glad whoever arranged for you all to do this.
Yes, it's something.
I want to thank them.
We're actually it's our own project. We're just.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, we're just.
All right. Well, yell if there's anything else that you need.
That's John's
thank
90th birthday there. See that photograph?
Oh yeah.
The one, that small photograph there.
This one there?
That's John at the set. He's the man, all the women.
Look at that.
And that's John in the middle.
We can get a shot of
Yeah,
that.
I'll take a picture of that.
And that's him again with Carol and Baron's airplane.
How much? Just get.
Picture.
Yeah, I just want to get a little picture.
RJ's
For
yeah,
my
yeah.
interview.
Stand up.
No, it's okay. I'll just come down like this.
Well, good.
These
That's,
always for my scrapbook.
that's really good. Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate it. So you think it's important for us to do this about Johnny?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
He's one of a
I'm so
kind.
happy you're doing it.
Yeah, I wish we could interview him ourselves. That would have been the best part, wouldn't it?
Oh, what a shame.
No,
Did you guys
it
ever
would
have
have
him?
been a very dull interview.
He's a quiet guy.
We have to keep prodding him and prodding
You
him.
have
Come
to
on, John,
keep
tell us.
listening.
He's real humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would underplay every accomplishment or every interest that he had.
Yeah.
Just like she's talking about. I remember he told me one time he really liked his polo. I'd completely forgotten it. It was a 2-goaler, which is he was very proficient at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at Stanford and played there.
That was it, yeah.
Yes.
You'd really have, every time we'd be out, all he would keep doing, Carol, you're my hero, you know, all the time he kept saying to Carol, oh, you're my, you know, because of the cars. And it was like, oh, John,
And then he'd say,
you know.
the other day I was up at Arrowhead and says, I got that boat up 70 miles an hour.
He liked to go hunting and fishing and that kind of stuff too.
He was fun, he was full of love, he made you realise that life should be fun and you should enjoy it, because he really enjoyed it.
Yes.
He enjoyed life.
He lived
He
life.
never moaned. He was
That's
a
a-
happy
Yeah,
That's
man.
he
good,
didn't exist through life, he
Yeah.
lived it.
He's infectious. His joy of life kind of rubbed off on you. He's just a, I don't know. Special
You're lucky that you get. You know, they say that some people have a hard time getting 9 pallbearers when they die, but John had a lot of good friends, didn't he?
Oh
God.
my God.
Yeah, so many.
Oh my God.
Gentleman John.
Everywhere we go, somebody has a John Myers story.
Yeah.
May I
Wonderful
ask
man.
who that picture of the girl is in there?
That's Greg Dillon's wife.
Oh, okay.
He died this year.
Yeah,
joined,
he joined John.
He joined John, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
John lived a long, good life, though.
Oh, he lived to be 97.
I think that's why, you know, because he had this inner peace, and he enjoyed life. And I think that's what helps you live long. People that are stressed and angry with life,
I saw
I
him.
think they don't
I
live
saw
so
him
long.
distressed
That's
one
true.
time in my life. It's all my deal. I only saw him distressed.
Me too. That was at Oshkosh before he died. I was out, and I came back in with I can't remember who I was,
Oh.
and John was sitting there with his cravat and everything on, and he said, "I'm ready to go." I said, "Going where, John?" He said, "We're going home now." I said, "John, we're not going home now. We've just arrived. We're here for 4 days." And I
Yeah.
remember him looking at me, and he goes, I said, "Would you please take this gentleman and take his cases back up to the room, please?" And that was the first signs that I knew. And he was so angry with himself. And I said to Pilot, I said, "Don't you dare let him out of your sight." He said, "I only went out for a few hours." I said, "Well, don't." I said, "Don't. You take care of him, or I'll get someone else to take care of him." I said, "Don't leave him on his own." Because he just got out of bed. Oh, I get packed and got all his cases with it. Oh, it was
Packed
and
himself.
Right.
It was. That was the first time that I saw something was not, you know. And he hated it. He hated the fact that he was.
He
like,
realized that he was losing.
Yeah.
Right. That's a tough day.
Oh, that's a tough day,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember my dad had a bypass, and normally it's normal for people to get a little depressed after they do that because you're not Superman.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
When you did it a long time ago, it was 1970, you said?
First one.
Wow.
78.